Years had passed since Moses fled Egypt, leaving behind his life as a prince. Now, he was a humble shepherd, living a quiet life in the land of Midian with his wife, Zipporah, and their children. His days were filled with the simple, steady rhythm of leading his father-in-law Jethro's flocks across the vast, sun-scorched wilderness. He knew the land intimately, every rocky outcrop, every hidden spring, every patch of sparse grass. The fiery prince of Egypt was gone, replaced by a patient, weathered man who found peace under the endless sky. One day, while tending his flock near Mount Horeb, also known as the Mountain of God, Moses saw something extraordinary. In the distance, a lone bush was ablaze, its branches engulfed in brilliant dancing flames. This itself wasn't entirely unusual. Dry desert shrubs could easily catch fire under the harsh sun, but this fire was different. Moses watched, mesmerized, as the minutes ticked by. The flames crackled and leaped, yet the bush was not consumed. Its leaves and branches remained green and whole, untouched by the intense heat. Curiosity piqued. Moses thought to himself, I must go over and see this strange sight, why the bush does not burn up. As he drew closer, a powerful voice boomed from within the flames, startling him. Moses! Moses! Moses froze, his heart pounding in his chest. He looked around, but saw no one. The voice was clear, resonant, and seemed to come from the very heart of the fire. Hesitantly, he answered, Here I am. The voice spoke again, its tone commanding, yet not unkind.
Do not come any closer. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground.
A wave of awe and fear washed over Moses. He knew instantly he was in the presence of something sacred, something far beyond his understanding. He quickly untied his sandals and stood barefoot on the rocky soil, his eyes fixed on the blazing, unburnt bush. The voice continued,
I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob.
At this, Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look at God. He fell to his knees, overwhelmed by the sheer holiness of the moment. The stories he had heard since childhood, the promises made to his ancestors, were all converging here, in this miraculous fire on a remote mountainside. Then God spoke of the reason for this divine encounter.
I have indeed seen the misery of my people in Egypt. I have heard them crying out because of their slave drivers, and I am concerned about their suffering. So I have come down to rescue them from the hand of the Egyptians and to bring them up out of that land into a good and spacious land, a land flowing with milk and honey.
Moses listened, his mind racing. He remembered the suffering of his people, the Hebrews. He had tried to help them once, and it had ended with him running for his life. Now, God himself was intervening. The voice from the fire continued, its purpose becoming clear.
So now, go, I am sending you to Pharaoh, to bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt.
The command was direct, shocking. Moses, a shepherd in exile, a man who had been a fugitive for 40 years, was being sent to confront the most powerful ruler on earth. He stammered, his old insecurities rushing back. Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt? He was no leader, no diplomat. He was just a shepherd. God's reply was immediate and reassuring.
I will be with you, and this will be the sign to you that it is I who have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you will worship God on this very mountain.
The promise was immense. God's own presence would be his companion. Yet Moses was still hesitant, his mind filled with practical doubts. Suppose I go to the Israelites and say to them,
The God of your fathers has sent me to you, and they ask me, what is his name? Then what shall I tell them?
God revealed his sacred name, a name of eternal power and presence.
Em. Who? Em. This is what you are to say to the Israelites. I am has sent me to you. Say to the Israelites, the Lord, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent me to you. This is my name forever, the name you shall call me from generation to generation.
God then laid out the plan. Moses was to gather the elders of Israel, tell them of God's promise of deliverance, and together they would go to the king of Egypt. They would request permission to go on a 3-day journey into the wilderness to offer sacrifices. But God knew Pharaoh's heart.
I know that the king of Egypt will not let you go unless a mighty hand compels him. So I will stretch out my hand and strike the Egyptians with all the wonders that I will perform among them. After that, he will let you go.
Even with this detailed plan, Moses was still afraid.
What if they do not believe me or listen to me and say, "The Lord did not appear to you"?
To answer this doubt, God gave Moses powerful signs. "What is that in your hand?" "A staff," Moses replied, looking down at the simple wooden shepherd's rod he held every day.
Throw it on the ground.
Moses did as he was told, and the moment the staff hit the dirt, it transformed into a writhing, hissing snake. Moses jumped back in terror. God then commanded, "Reach out your hand and take it by the tail." Hesitantly, Moses reached for the snake. As soon as he grasped it, it turned back into a solid wooden staff in his hand. This, God explained, was so that they may believe that the Lord, the God of their fathers, has appeared to you. God gave him a second sign. "Put your hand inside your cloak." Moses obeyed, and when he drew it out, his hand was covered with leprosy, as white as snow. Then God said, "Now put it back into your cloak." He did, and when he took it out again, it was restored, healthy as the rest of his flesh. If they do not believe you or pay attention to the first sign, they may believe the second. But Moses' deepest fear was not about signs or Pharaoh's stubbornness. It was about his own inadequacy. "Pardon your servant, Lord."
I have never been eloquent, neither in the past more since you have spoken to your servant. I am slow of speech and tongue, who is not a gifted public speaker. How could he possibly be a spokesman for God?
God's response was a powerful reminder of his sovereignty.
Who gave human beings their mouths? Who makes them deaf or mute? Who gives them sight or makes them blind? Is it not I, the Lord?
Still, Moses pleaded, crippled by his fear, "Pardon your servant, Lord. Please send someone else."
The Bible tells us that the Lord's anger burned against Moses, yet his patience was not exhausted. He offered a solution.
What about your brother, Aaron the Levite? I know he can speak well. He is already on his way to meet you, and he will be glad to see you. You shall speak to him and put words in his mouth. I will help both of you speak and will teach you what to do. He will be your spokesman to the people.
Finally, with every excuse answered and every fear addressed by a divine promise, Moses accepted his mission. He took his wife and sons, and holding the staff of God in his hand, he set out for the land of Egypt. The shepherd who had fled from Pharaoh was now returning as God's chosen deliverer, ready to confront a king and lead a nation to freedom. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more animated stories. See you next time.